Um, welcome to the stream. Okay, so I don't know if anyone noticed, but I did.
We got this though. This is the best part.
Sorry. Oops, I actually clicked into that. Okay. I changed the thing. Changed web. Oh, geez. Web app development with Ruby and Roda. Look at that. So yeah, I think I actually lost a follower. No one wanted to see that. If people want to see Janet, you know? I mean, the internet's where you go to find like weird, obscure stuff, and I think Janet does that. But don't worry, I'll probably get so frustrated with Rhoda that I'll eventually go back to Janet. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. Oh, I just kicked the camera. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, in fact, you know what? I am 20 minutes early. Okay, 20 minutes early. I'm so early that I had to switch. I had to switch the. Oh, why is this thing like on repeat? And it's so quiet. That one's a little louder, I think. I had to switch my dark. I had to switch to dark mode, even though it's still light out, because I have it on auto dark mode. So like I'm looking at this thing and it's not dark. It's like freaking me out. What if I refresh it? Oh, there it is. Okay, now it's dark. Okay, now I'm okay. Yeah. So, in between, after my day job, right, which is Rails, I was like, you know what? Matt last time told me about Roda, and so I was like, I'm gonna check it out. It's just different. Like this alternative Ruby stack is like just different enough that I think I can like stomach writing Ruby after writing Ruby all day. So yeah, this is what I came up with. I have this. Oh wait, am I not showing you the right Vim thing? Oh, I'm not. Okay, let me do it. There it is. Okay, hopefully you can see that now. Wait, can you see that? No, you still can't see it. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right, so this is, so after like quickly like looking at some Roda example apps and things, can you do a symbol in Ruby when it's a number? 404. You can't. You can't do it. Okay. So yeah, after looking at like example apps and things, I've got, okay, so it does everything for me. Like I like half implemented this stuff in Janet, but like this is already, it's already good to go. Okay, I've got the X headers, security headers. I've got content. I've got a content security policy. I never had a content security policy back in the Janet thing. And then let's see, what else do I have? I have the sessions. I've got CSRF that actually works. I've got optional /pass that like are configurable somehow. I've got Markaby, right, which is HTML in Ruby. I've got assets that actually like, oh, I guess I had assets before, but this is like super configurable. I don't understand how this even happens. What else do I have? I've got like super quick routing, and I did not realize this but when I started writing crappy web frameworks in Janet, that you don't have to linearly run through like all the routes. That's just a naive way to do it, right? Like that's like from 2003 or something. I don't even know. But now, well, no, not even 2003. Like Rails was 2003, I think. It was from like 1999. Rails does, what is it called? It's called something. Here, I'll show you what it is. It's like finite. There it is. I had to look it up. Deterministic finite automaton. It's or automata, right? If it's like plural, I guess. So this is I think it's a fancy way to say like directed graph or something, or like a finite state machine. So yeah, they use this in Rails to keep. I did not know this until I watched the wait, how come you can't see my browser? What the heck? Oh, did I changed Vim to the browser? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on a second. There. There it is. All right. So I did not know this until I watched the hey Matt, how's it going? I was just talking about how like we were talking about Roda, and now I'm like, you know what? I just did it. I just wrote a little tiny thing in Roda, just a quick CRUD thing. Like just after work for like an hour a day, and I got it together, and like it's like completely working. I didn't deploy it anywhere, but yeah. So anyway, yeah, Rails uses this thing to keep the routes searching like constant, and I guess that was, or not constant, but like, wait, what is that? Is that a lizard? What is it? Wait, is that supposed to be the hand wave thing? That's weird. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's like PogChamp. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. That is a PogChamp. But it is like Velociraptor though. Oh, no, it's a frog. It's PogChamp. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's PogChamp. Oh, I know what that is. Okay, yeah. All right. Anyway, so yeah, so Sinatra does nothing, right? Like just like my Janet thing, it literally does nothing. Just linearly, these are the routes. Run through them every request. Like let's find it, right? Let's go through it. It's okay when there's like not that many routes, right? Like maybe when there's like 10 or like 20 routes, not horrible. But it's really bad when let me put this down a little bit. There we go. It's really bad when there's like 100 or more routes. And the Roda video from like 24, that was like 7 years ago. This guy figured this out. Well, he already knew. I mean, I think everyone besides me knows about this stuff. I just make the apps. I don't. But yeah, like, so Rails uses the DTA, right? Deterministic finite automata, which is like a finite state machine. And then Roda does something different, which is way simpler. And it does what you were talking about, Matt, where like it doesn't run through the things linearly, right? Because you're basically creating a huge if else branching thing, and it just like goes through the branches super quick. I think it's like just path traversal, I think. But since you're building the branches, it's like it can do it really quickly. I don't know how it works. I should probably look that up, but yeah, so that's super exciting. And then just for icing on the cake, I'm gonna go to Tech and Power again, right? Just to make myself feel better, or feel worse, I guess. And we're gonna go to the freight. Can I do how do I get to it? Did I click this? No, there it is. Okay. So I'm gonna do Ruby, right? I'm gonna just do Ruby real quick, and then I'm gonna show you, because I looked at this before. So Roda's at the top, right? For like, I think for everything, right? That's, well, H2O is a C thing, but they wrapped it in Ruby, I guess. And a goo is like another C thing that they wrapped in Ruby, but let me see. Yeah, Roda, I'm talking about like frameworks, right? It's at the top, beside like a goo, it's not a thing. So yeah, there it is, right? That's pretty good. Plain text, 418,000. That's not bad. Obviously, if you bring in Crystal, right? Where is Crystal? There it is. Okay. So if I do Crystal and I apply changes, okay, yeah, that's it's pretty sad. So Lucky's here above 1 million. And so it's twice or almost 3 times. It's 3 times as fast as Roda on JRuby for plain text. It's probably way faster. So it's 178,000 for what? I don't even know what fortune. Let's just do data updates because I understand that. Okay, let's see. So Roda. Oh, you know what? For data updates, Roda's right there. Look at that. Not bad. So, see, I don't know what that means. Multiple queries, Roda does pretty good because Puma, right? Puma is a pretty decent. It's like threaded web server. But yeah, Lucky's here on top again. JSON serialization. Lucky's on top again. So yeah, I think only multiple queries and what is a I never understood what a fortune was. Used to fetch all rows containing an unknown number of Unix fortune cookie. The table has 12 rows, but the code cannot have up the table. It's inserted into the list at runtime. Oh, okay, so it's like, oh, I see. So you have to actually output some HTML. Interesting. So I guess it just depends on what, but yeah, Lucky did better there. And then data updates, which is database writes. Oh, okay, so it actually writes like random numbers. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Lucky's doing pretty well. Even though they're like really similar with data updates. I don't understand that, but whatever. Plain text, obviously, it blows it away, right? Crystal blows everything out of the water. What is Toro? What is that? Toro Crystal Web. Oh no! Now I have to use Toro. Tree-oriented routing. Wait, Matt, did you make this? Did you make this, Matt? Let me see. Did you? No, somebody else. But still, though. Let me see. This is actually a little bit cleaner. This is a little bit cleaner than Roda. Oh no, it's not. On users. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it is though, because they don't care about polluting the namespace like that other, like he did with the R everywhere. I actually like this. I actually like this better. Wow, this is nice. Text mount guests. The default matcher always succeeds. Blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, Toro is clearly it's super fast because this tree routing is super quick. Like whatever uses a tree router is going to be the fastest, right? And here's just regular Crystal, which I think has Crystal just with nothing. Like it just like opens a socket and that's it. And Toro is somehow faster than that? That doesn't make any sense. On about get. Yeah, I almost like Toro better. In a sandbox, it's not gonna be flight. Don't choose Toro. Yeah. Yeah, this is clean. It's clean though, but all right. Hey, look, Matt, if you say so, I'm just gonna star it real quick. 105 stars. Give it one more star, and that's that. But yeah, I will say that this Roda thing, man, like I can't go back. I cannot go back to the past. Like it's only forward from here. Like this tree routing, like it's way better than the automata, the state machines. It's way better than all that stuff. I mean, it's hard to read, so that's why I have these comments, like sign up get, sign up post, and all this stuff. But I do like Roda. I like Roda because it has the Rodoth, which I think I'm gonna try right now because I just watched another video from like 10 months ago, and this guy was talking about the tokens that he uses have the account ID in them, and then it doesn't require a database lookup. So when you like reset your password, the account is like encrypted in the or not encrypted. It's is it encrypted? He didn't say if it was encrypted, but he said that it's like in there, so you don't need to do a database lookup, so there's no timing attacks. And I thought, yeah, all right. I mean, yeah, I guess timing attacks, right? That's a real thing. People do timing attacks all the time. Oh, this is what I worked on. Okay, so this is it right here. It's just a quick CRM piece of garbage. This is the schema here. It's got teams or accounts or organizations, whatever you call them. Users. Let's see. It's got. You know what? I'll just show you before I like. I just took this Sheets Close.io CRM. How to use Google Sheets as a CRM. So I like wanted to cut through all the BS. Like I wanted to make a quick CRM just to test it out because I'm trying to make like a CRM, and I wanted to see like what is a CRM. I don't even know what a CRM is. I mean, I know what it is conceptually. Keep track of your sales pipeline. I'm not a salesperson, but I get it. But at the same time, I didn't know what like the underlying data thing is, but here it is. They spell it out for you. Close.io spells it out. It's got like companies, different users on the team, whether or not it's open or closed, like tags, kind of like for like what stage of the pipeline it's in, the opportunity, right? I call them deals, but because it's only one word. Opportunity is one word too, but it's long. Deals is short. The value of the sale, if you get it, the website of the company, and then there's also a bunch of other stuff that they didn't really talk about, but they talk about it later. Website address, primary contact, right? Like for B2B sales, that's like a huge thing. Like who is the primary? This happens in my company. Like, you know, someone will leave or something at the other company, and then it's like, no, my primary contact left. Now I have to like build up a relationship with somebody else. And like I think before you were like, oh, I have to take these people out to lunch, and like, oh, I've got to like, you know, go on golf things and do businessy things. But yeah, I think now you just like hit them up on Zoom or whatever. I have no idea. You send them. Someone told me that someone sent them an Oculus headset with like a preloaded app on it, and like you put it on and it's like, hey, how's it going? Like, oh, you should buy our software. I'm like, what the frick? That's crazy. Let's see. So then there's phone number, LinkedIn profile of the company or the primary contact, and some notes, right? So I went a little overboard because I just wanted to test out quickly how to get SQL, which is also the Jeremy Evans thing, Roda, and all that stuff working, right? This is all new to me. I mean, this has been around for like 7 years, but it's all new to me, okay? So this is what I did. So I made a SQL migration, which is very similar to Active Record. Like SQL and Active Record are very similar to each other. Like I was just like, wow, like SQL's been around for a while, but yeah. It does feel like Ruby, but it feels just different enough from Rails that I'm like, I can still enjoy myself. Like I can still do it. Like I can still work on it after working on Rails all day. I can still work on this. So that's kind of cool. Whatever I'm doing differently, keep it up. Yeah, like I was gonna say, last time I streamed, the bandwidth was horrible, and I have not changed anything. I didn't do anything. I don't know. Like I don't know what it was. It was so weird. But yeah, I think if my internet's gonna still be crappy, you streamed. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Where is it, on Twitch, or is it on YouTube? Let's see. Matt M14. You know what I like about Twitch? Dude, 10 followers. Is that you right there, Matt M14? No, this can't be you, right? Don't. Look, it's happening now. I mean, it's happening right now. This has to be you, right? Wait, where's the? You don't have the thing? Turn on notifications. There we go. Does that mean I follow you? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, cool. Oh, you don't know that guy? Oh shoot. Wait, is that not really you? I feel like it is you. Is that not you? How do you have Matt M14 in the chat, but you don't have the? This is your account. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah. So I'm following that person. So there it is. There's no video. I can't look at any videos. Yeah. So I was thinking if my internet is gonna be. So I have notifications now. So when you go live, I'm gonna watch. So I what was I thinking? What was I doing? Oh yeah. Anyway, my internet was so crappy last time that I was just like, I can't stream because my internet's just gonna take a dump. I should just do YouTube videos, which I don't like editing or doing any of that stuff, but I might just do a YouTube video just like how I do this, like just no preparation whatsoever and just randomly talking about things, and see how it goes, I guess. I don't know. All right. So anyway, everyone who's watching, if anyone's watching, go watch Matt when he streams. He's way smarter than me. So you want to learn something? You'd probably be able to get actual work done without me there. That's true though. I mean, yeah, but then it's weird because now I have to, not only on streaming you're alone, but like you have to like act like you're not alone. Like you have to talk out loud. You have to think and talk out loud because I don't do that normally. So on YouTube it's going to be even worse because I'm not even live, and so there's not even that like dead air situation where you don't talk and there's just dead air. So there can be dead air now because it's not live, and I'm like, shoot, what am I gonna do? Anyway, well, I don't know, I'll figure it out. I was also thinking about it, if I can continue to stream, I might stream on YouTube too, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure which is better, Twitch or YouTube. I have no idea. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, the schema. So anyway, I followed that spreadsheet, right? And I broke out like all the different columns, some of them like companies, contacts, stages as their own tables, and then the teams too. And then so I made a bunch of drop downs, and like, you know, I just wanted to exercise the stuff. So like, and I tied it all together with deals, right? So this is this nasty this foreign key situation here. It's, whoa, I don't know if I would do this, but maybe I would do it. But yeah, so I made it. This is the app. Oh wait, let me I just pasted that. Okay, so this is the whole Roda app. It's in one file because that's what I love to do. I love to make things in one massive file. But what's funny is that I found this Vim plugin, which I've heard of it before, but I didn't, right here, Silver Searcher, right? The Silver Searcher is super quick. It's really quick. So I can just make a comment like contacts update, and I don't actually have to have like a method thing, and I don't need to use C tags. Like I don't even use C tags anymore. So I mapped Command R to this Silver Searcher thing, and so on the left are like files and line numbers and everything, which is way better than C tags. And then on the right is like a preview. It's like a preview of the thing. So I can, if I want to go to like sign up, right? I made comments for get, post, and view, right? So like the Markaby files are like .mab files. They're like in the views folder, which I don't like. I was gonna do inline HTML, but honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I actually do like it. You know what? Like the Janet stuff is getting a little out of control because it'd be like, you know, function, and then it'd be like a bunch of HTML, and then it'd be like function and like a bunch of HTML, and it was like hard to distinguish between like what is application logic and what is like HTML things. I mean, they're all blurred together because it's all Ruby here, but it does give you a little bit more organization. So I'm coming around on that. Like I'm coming around on like separating the views from the rest of the code, even though even the views are code. So whatever. But I guess I don't really care whether they're inline or not. But it is nicer when you're scrolling through, I guess, if you ever scroll through. But I don't scroll through. That's the whole point of the Silver Searcher. So I just type in sign up, right? And then I can like see on the right, like what, like a preview of like what code is there, which is, it's really cool. Like it's way better than what I was doing before, which I could do with Janet too. But yeah, it's language agnostic, obviously. But yeah, this is really cool. So like if I want to look at like deals, so now I can see all the deals stuff, right? I can see like the deals edit view, the new view, update, create, right? Like where edit and new happen, right? The index view, the index thing, the route fragment or whatever. I don't know what Roda calls them. So yeah, this is really cool, and it's super quick. Like it's so fast, and it, like, I don't know if it slows down with like really large projects, but for like small projects, it's quick. It's super quick. So I'll start with I'll start with sign up. Whoops, it's also case sensitive. Okay, so syntax highlighting in there? Oh, that's a good question. I didn't even think about that. Like, it's just so nice that I was just like, oh, this is perfect. Like, I don't even need syntax highlighting. I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, also, okay, so this is running in Vagrant, which I do not do with Janet, even though I should, right? Because like you're downloading a bunch of crap from the internet and you're executing it, sometimes privileged. So it's probably not good to run that on your host machine, like on your laptop. So I use Vagrant for all this Ruby stuff, and I should use Vagrant for what is going on here? Like what did I do? Okay, I should use Vagrant for Janet 2, but it's so small and like everyone's so nice that I just didn't. But anyway, so this is running in Vagrant in an Ubuntu box, and why did I mention that? Oh, because so this is the config.ru, the rackup file, which really, realistically, Rails hides like a bunch of Ruby stuff from you. And I knew about all this stuff, like rack and like all this stuff, like, but it was kind of like in the periphery, kind of like on the edge, like, oh, you know, there's a bunch of Ruby stuff that happens. It's magic, right? Rails takes care of everything. They'll do everything. So anyway, this is the Rails 6 loader, Zeitwerk. And so this does hot reloading, so which I did not have before. But Janet was so quick that I would just reboot it all the time, the whole server. But you don't need to really now. I don't really need to because everything loads pretty well. Actually, you know what? I should probably load this. I don't know if it does. It probably knows to do recursive. I should look that up. But anyway, so yeah, in Vagrant, you cannot do. That's what I had problems with Janet too, is that I couldn't do file system watching with like the default Linux one, because Vagrant and VirtualBox. Well, I'm not using Docker, which I should. I try to use Docker, but it's a whole thing. So yeah, you have to do this force polling true to get Zeitwerk to work, to listen to file changes in this thread. So yeah, that's cool. And then back to the app, right? I just wanted to talk about that in Vagrant. So yeah, this is how it works. I just, do what I normally do with Janet. I just make a random hex number and then I give it an expiration date and then send you the email, and it works like this. So you go to sign up, right? And then you go like this. And then it says you've got mail, blah, blah, blah. I had so much time. Like, I didn't have to do any like low level request fiddling or anything like I do when I was like writing the whole web framework and trying to write the app. So now that someone who's way more talented and way smarter than me, like Matt, for example, is doing this stuff, I have so much time I can like write text on the screen. Like, what? I can't believe this. So anyway, this will send you an email, but in the user fist, jeez. But in the meantime, okay, so with Zeitwerk, it does recursive, but folders below the directory you give it must be the module names, which is why you might not want to do that. Oh, okay, so I don't want to do that. Let me see. I was wondering, because like it was working pretty well, and then I tried to like get more like eager with it, and then it didn't work. Maybe I'll just do that, and then maybe that'll be fine, right? Let me see. Because I had to restart it. I had to start restarting it recently. It was weird. So yeah, maybe hopefully Zeitwerk will work now. Let's look at the token. Here we go. Enter code from your email. Boom. All right, so this is how it works. I set up some fictional people. Rose Adalio or something is actually the CEO of Patagonia. I don't know who the CEO of Rose Macario. And who's the CEO of REI? Let's see. I'm obviously obsessed. Eric Arts. Oh, he's new. Let's see. Here we go. Let's put in Eric. There we go. So if anyone from Patagonia or whatever is watching, right? Eric Arts. There we go. Obviously, his email is earts@rei.com, right? Duh. No, obviously, right? Everyone knows this. He is the CEO. Or I'll just type in CEO. There we go. So now I have two. Oh no, that's Patagonia. I meant to pick REI. There we go. Okay. So yeah, straightforward CRUD app. It was super quick to put together. Super duper quick. Like, it was crazy. So if you give it app, if there's a models directory, it assumes in files in that directory are in the models module. At models user. Oh. Okay, so to get around that, I did this, which I see people do require relative, but I don't know if that matters, because I think they just want to get rid of the // so yeah, I followed the conventions, the roda conventions. So I have yeah, let me just show you. Actually, yeah, how do I get back to nerd tree? Or how do I get back to the little tree thingy? Files? No. Okay, so this is the rackup file, and then I have db, which is just like database connection, and then I have models, and models has everything, right? It has all the models here and db, and it has all the plugins and stuff. So yeah, that hopefully this does it. Hopefully. Be nice if I could just do space. Okay. Whoops. All right. Be nice if I could not have to go back to that part, but whatever. So it needs models, but I think if I require the models like this, like it'll read models, right? Models is in the thing, models RB. Model somewhere. Oh, because I'm already on models. Okay, so models is just in the root. So is config ru in the root, and there's models in the root and db in the root, right? So just putting that on Zeitwork, hopefully reads all that stuff, and don't have to do requires at all, so you might be over. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me. So what if I get rid of that? Let's see. Oh my gosh, it still works. What the heck? Okay, well, there it is. Oh my gosh, what? Does it really? Oh no, uninitialized constant user. Models user? No. Oh, I see. Zeitwork name error. Expected file models RB to define constant models, but didn't. Okay. Well, yeah, user. Oh, what? Users? Yeah, I thought user wasn't defined. What the heck? What just happened? Rat console. User. User's not defined. And then, what do I do? Reload. Oh, it doesn't. Oh no. That's weird. Models. User. And then user's defined? What? Did Zeitwork reload after I got this name error? On file auto loaded. Zeitwork, so you don't. Let me see. What if I stop requiring everything? What if I just do rack up? What does that do? Okay, so it's the same thing. Uninitialized constant app user. Relative requires in some files. Okay. All right. Let me see. App. Whoops. Models RB. Yeah, I was just trying to do. So I shouldn't. Okay, let me see. I was just trying to do the thing, but I know he wasn't using Zeitwork. He was using something else, like like something. You should delete all of those. Well, I'll just comment him out for now because you never know if I'll need them. So I don't need to require this either. And then let's see, DB. I don't need to require SQL. It's interesting because I'm pretty sure I only required these because I thought I had to. Right? Like in rackup. Don't I need this stuff? let's, well, I need Zeitwork, right? Maybe Puma? Let's see. I don't know if he needs secure random here, but maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's still loaded. What the heck? Okay, let's see. Okay, uninitialized constant user still. Push dir. So models. Okay, I see. So models has a model though. Let's see, model. Uninitialized constant model. Interesting. So it didn't actually load models. Huh. What did I? Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Let me see. Oh, the name of the class has to match the name of the file. Oh, that's lame. Oh man, I don't miss object-oriented programming. I don't miss it. But here it is. Here it is. Oh, I have LaCroix. I'm just drinking it now because I just saw it and it's getting warm, so I just have to. You have to do it, you know. If a user is in models directory, you want to push the models directory into Zeitwork. Oh, okay. Okay, so let me see. Push that thing into Zeitwork. Okay, so I want to push models, right? So because, but it's funny because dir is just like dot, but we'll just make this huge thing, models. Okay, I also have views too, which I think tilt might handle. So I want to listen to dir, and I also want to listen to dir models. Okay, so let me try this. Okay, so now that I've pushed that, and rack console user. Uninitialized, did you mean models? Models? Okay, so I think if I rename models, model, maybe that'll do it. There's a lot of modeling going on. If a user is in models, so I did push it to Zeitwork. I did. Let me see. So I'm pushing the root directory or the current directory, and I'm pushing the models directory, which has user. Right here it is, user model, which depends on model. So if I change models to model, move models to model. Okay, and then so now models is model, right? And now it does things like this. It does all this. It seems to be loading though. Like Zeitwork does seem to be loading it. Right here, let me do rack console one more time. User. Uninitialized constant SQL in model RB. Okay, so it okay. It's strange because like the whole thing boots up with rack up, right? The whole thing is going. Like it starts up, no problem. And then if I go to the browser, right? Oops. Oh yeah, uninitialized constant roda. Oh man. Okay, maybe I need to like, let's see, Zeitwork, eager load or something. Do I need to eager load? See, I've already been through this. Like I went crazy. Like I don't understand. Oh my gosh, it's Rails. Oh no, get me out of here. Am I working? Load defaults 6.0. Okay, I need to do this. Okay, so file structure. To have a file, you know, name files and directories after the name of the classes. Zeitwork loader for gem. Zeitwork loader for gem? But what is it though? What is that? Is it for gem in here? It is. Okay, so for gem. For gem is a convenient shortcut for the common case in which gem has its entry point directory under the lib directory. Gem spec nor version file are technically code is organized, standard structure. Oh wait, well, I should probably read the standard structure thing. Oh, nested. Oh, it goes into all this stuff. Okay. I just ignored most of it and I thought, you know, that'll be okay. It'll be all right. Okay, so enable reloading push dir. Okay, main interface for gems. Okay, main generic interface. Oh, I was doing the generic interface. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Eager load all the code. Broadcast eager load to all instances. Okay, so let me see. Every directory configured with push dir acts as a root namespace. There can be several of them. App models, app controllers. Their respective files belong to the root namespace. App models user RB is user. That's what it says. That is what it says. So user's in there. So just for gem instead of new. Oh, instead of new. Okay, so for gem. And then just by itself, no arguments. Let's see. For gem. Conceptually, for gem translates to node base name, RB, inflector. Returns the gem. Okay, so for is a convenient shortcut. Okay. Alright, let me live? Really? Is that gonna? I don't know if that's gonna work. Let me see. Rack up. Still loads. Let's see. Rack console. User? Uninitialized constant SQL. Oh, model RB3. So it's almost like I still need to load the gems though, right? Like what if because I'm pushing the models, but it needs SQL, right? So what if I just bring all this back just to make myself feel bad? I don't need Puma because it's obviously working. I don't know if I need this either, but I probably want to load that uninitialized constant DB in model RB3. Because I was requiring DB before, right? And DB is here. But DB doesn't like have a class at all. So now I'm not requiring DB anymore. But Zeitwork should be loading it, right? Push dir, gem inflector. If the main module references at the top level, has to be ready to load them. Yeah, Zeitwork is I don't really understand it. Obviously, eager loading. Oh yeah, build eager load. It skips. Okay, well, reloading. Enable reloading. There's no way to undo this. Okay. Enable reloading is a Zeitwork error. Okay. Okay. Inflate. It converts snake case to camel case. User is user's controller. Okay, so I have model, right? And I have a model class here, and then I have DB, which just has a variable DB. I'm starting to think the what was it? I went to this mastering Roda thing. I'm starting to think that conventions for small apps doesn't work, right? Because this is my layout: DBRB, models RB, models, right? Of course, if you don't use Zeitwork, this all works. Everything's fine. But if you do use Zeitwork, it's yeah, it's not great. This uses a directory of following rows conventions for large. Code reloading using rack unreloader. That's the Jeremy Evans way. It's probably way more efficient than than anything else. I did try this and I thought it was strange. But yeah, so this is crazy because like this is all this stuff like Rails hides from you. Like I don't know anything about Ruby. Like I'm just learning. I don't actually know anything about Ruby. I only know about Rails. It's crazy. But yeah, it's kind of nice that it hides all this from you though, because it requires some models that you want to get reloaded. Change app RB from using required, unreloader require. Okay. This might work. I don't know. I might switch that later. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm just going to bring back all this stuff. I'm just going to bring back all these requires and get the app working again. Oh, for gem was when the code you write is a gem, not an app. They actually say that you shouldn't use Zitework to load gems. Oh, okay. So I do need to load all the gems, right? So secure random's not really a gem, but I don't even know if I need it. Let's see. So I'll just do new again, and then models, and then that should be good. Let me see. I might need to load the. Oh my gosh! What the heck? Why is it working? What the heck is going on here? What's happening? How is this working? Model require. I don't even have DB here. I don't have DB. I don't even require these model things. Zitework is working all of a sudden. What the heck? Oh wait, is it this? What if I get rid of that? Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's working still. I am losing my mind. What the heck? What did I do? I renamed models to model, and then I got rid of all the relative requires, and now, okay, let's see if it actually reloads. Let's see. Oh, and I had to add the models dir thing, and then I just got rid of a bunch of gems. And then it seemed to be working. Okay, let me try something. User first. Okay, this is one thing that wasn't working before. This was not working before. I tried to add a method to a and what's wrong with this? Okay. Wait. Oh, is it not saved? Let's see. User. Oh, okay. So that's why. Because I saved it with this. Right? I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Did I save this? Okay, it's saved. User? Okay. So let me see if that makes sense that SQL requires DB, right? That SQL requires DB. Yeah, that does make sense, right? I mean, technically, I don't need this. Like, I don't need DB because it doesn't do anything. I can easily just say like DB, right? Because I don't use it anywhere else. So I can just collapse DB, collapse. Jeez, what am I talking about? I can just move this line into collapse. I can just move. What? I can just move this. DB is DB is my thing. Yeah, that's mine. That was mine. Here, I'll move it right here. Then I don't need to have a require. And then there it is, right? DB SQLite. And then there it is, DB, right? Which I don't even need DB to be a thing. I can just move this straight into this like this. And I could just do that, and then it looks more like Janet. Thank goodness. And I could just do this to make it look even better with trailing parens like that. Yeah. No, I'll probably just assign it to DB. Okay, so then I'm gonna remove DB, right? And I'm gonna do what is this? What does this look like now? Okay, so I have DB equals model DB. Okay. All right. Okay. This is a moment of truth right here. This is it. Something might happen. Is this on repeat? Like, what is going on? This one song is on. Oh, it's on repeat 1. I was like, what is going on? Here, we'll do Moon Landing again because I really like that one. They should make more music. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, so user first. All right, so the main thing for me is I tried this earlier. Like, let's just say is 2, right? 1 + 1. Oh man, it's so weird to write infix. It's so weird. Like, I'm used to doing that. Oh man, I'm like freaking out right now. It's so weird to not have to write parens. Although I will say, like, not writing parens. I mean, yeah, there's do ends everywhere. And like weird if else ends and things. But other than that, like, not writing parens is actually not bad. I will say that. I'm coming around. Maybe I'm coming out of my Lisp with switching to one dot plus 1. Yeah, let me just do that. There, now everything's an object. Oh yes. Like, now everything makes sense. Actually, does that even work? Let's see. Let's look. 1 plus dot 1. Wait, no, it's 1 dot plus, right? Because 1 is an object. Oh my gosh, it does work. That's terrible. That's horrible. Anyway. Yeah. Ruby, it's not bad as a Lisp. Okay, so what am I doing? Oh yeah, did this reload, right? Did this user thing reload? That is the question, right? That is the question. First is 2. Oh, already initialized constant DB. Oh, I just need to, oh, because it's gonna reload it. Oh, do I do that? What is that? Does that work? Let's see. Oh, it works. I can't believe it. Let me try it one more time. User first. Oops, user first. User. Why am I saying fist? Like, what is that? Okay, let me see. DB does not exist anymore. User. So this is working now. This is working. This is incredible. Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. Seriously, it's great. I can't even sing that. I don't think Twitch will probably get me. They'll probably ban me somehow. Oh, I don't need to do that. Oh, that's all right. User first. Dang it! I gotta test it out. Let me see. Rag console. User first is 2. Right? Okay. So user first is 2. No thing is 2. Oh my gosh! It freaking works. Zeitwork. What's up? Okay. Yeah, this is cool. All right. Yeah, this is sick. I think I'm gonna be on for like 15 more minutes and that's it. It's like 10 more minutes. Oh, this LaCroix is so warm. If you've never had warm LaCroix, it's not good. It's not a good thing, but what are you gonna do? Also, LaCroix, if you want to sponsor. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? Oh man, my internet's dropping again. Dang it, dude. I had to switch to YouTube. Now that no one can see me, I can just be drinking LaCroix like crazy. Man, yeah, I don't know what it is about my internet. That's weird. It's really weird. Yeah, it seems like maybe around this time, maybe earlier, because I started earlier. So maybe earlier it was good, but now it's not. And I have to check my Wi-Fi channels. Like maybe I'm on channel 6 or whatever, or 11, but I should be on like channel 9 or something weird, channel 7. Yeah. No, this is really cool. Everything is working. Everything is working now. So I'm gonna run rack up one more time. Okay, there it is. Boom. Gonna go to the thing. Nice. Okay, so this is the app, right? It's bootstrap icons because that's how I roll. Pasted SVGs in there. All right. There's a logout button over here down at the bottom. All right, so all the things. There's 5 tables, right? 5 tables. Deals, companies, contacts, stages, and users, right? So you can do the deals, right? There's some deals here. You can like click into these things and edit them. Yeah, it's I did this little color thing because I was like, oh, I have so much time. Now that I'm not doing request things, that I can just do weird things like, you know, when you make a stage, actually, oh, I should probably do that right now. Stage, whoops, hello, stages, create, do I not have create? Oh, stage is new. I should probably change this. I've been going through different, post stages. And it's funny, I think with Roda, I'm doing this thing where I'm like, oh, how do I make resourceful routes? But realistically, I should just make easily nestable routes instead. So I should say R on stages, and like this is the end, like stages / like r.is. And then I should do something like, okay, yeah, sure, new makes sense, which I'm doing here. And then I do get post. That's not bad. Actually, this isn't terrible. And then I do, if there's a string, and then edit, right? And then I do that. Actually, you know what? This is probably okay. But yeah, before I was like, oh, how do I move the post up to like the new, like to the index one? And I was like, what am I doing? I should just do /new for both. Like what is up with me? Like, I'm like brainwashed. I just, I can't unlearn. Or I can't relearn Ruby without Rails, right? No, this is good. Stages, create. That's what we're gonna, stages new post. Stages, Stage is new. I mean, it makes sense to still refer to these things by like new, create, update, delete. But it doesn't make sense to like follow the resourceful routing, like post stages versus stages new. Like you might as well just make if the form is on a page called /new, the post should also be on /new. Like, I don't know. And what's really great about Roda is that they have per form CSRF tokens. That's super secure, which is something I never did with Janet. Oh man, I'm like, it's nice. Like, you know when like, oh, the grass is greener on the other side? Sometimes the grass actually is greener on the other side. Okay, so this is gonna be color, and I kind of did this thing where I do a random color between, I don't want it to be like super bright, so I do like 190. And I don't want it to be like yeah, because it's gonna be unreadable otherwise. Okay, let me see, random 190. And then rand 190. Okay. So yeah, stage is new. Oh, let me add a little header thing. Stages, new view. New view, there it is. Why does it have that? Oh, that's fine. This needs an H1. Stages, new stage. It also needs to be centered. I also, now that I'm just not doing Tailwind, I don't have to do any weird like workarounds. Oh, you know what's funny actually about Tailwind? I mean, I don't know if you saw this. Tailwind, Ruby HTML is weird to your eyes. Yeah, let me go back to that. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that like it is weird to your eyes, but it's nice. Like it's so nice. Like it's nice. Like there's no parens. Like here's a paren right there, CSRF tag. So one thing about Markaby that was like kind of a trip, which I think is really easy to like get wrong, is that strings passed to these functions or these methods are escaped. Strings in a do block are not escaped. So if you want to like, so for me, it makes sense to do like a text area, right? So actually this came up in another in deals, right? Deals game. This thing, oh my gosh. Okay, this text area. So I can't just say text area do end and the value of the text area. Like this would be deal notes, right? I can't do that because it's not going to be escaped, right? So I even tried this where I did like cross-site request or cross-site scripting, XSS. And so I have to do this. I have to say do. I can't do end. I have to say I have to put it in a different thing. What did I do on another one? Let me see. Text area. I did it somewhere. Let me see. Text area. Oh, we can just look at the code, of course. Oh, you know what? I did do ends. Oh, that's stupid. I think I have to like put it in a span or something. I don't even know what I'm gonna do, but I have to figure something else out because it's not escaped. Right now, if I do this, like if I add some notes, right? You know, and I give it like a little alert, right? Hello. And I click edit, right? Okay, that's escaped, right? But if I go back to edit, that's okay. But if I was on like a show page and I didn't escape, well, yeah, maybe it's okay with the text area. But if because I guess the text area doesn't run the JavaScript. But if you forgot and then you realize that you didn't escape it in like a show page or something, it's not good. It's not good. But anyway, that seems to work. Never mind, it was overblown. Yeah, Ruby as HTML, it's actually kind of nice. Cause like it looks like Slim kind of, right? Like Slim is a thing, right? That was a thing back in the day. It's very similar to Slim, except you don't need these. There's no distinction, right, between these dashes and these equals signs, or this weird stuff like here. You don't need to do that. Everything's just in do end, right? So that's kind of cool. Like you can just immediately launch into like Ruby, and you could do weird stuff like with the style tag. So like on oh here, I know I can type it. So like right here on this thing, I just I have span green, span badge stage name, but it should be, oh, you know what? Yeah, what, did I not do that? Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, I could just do this. I've only ever used ERB. Yeah, I mean ERB is something, that's something else, right? That's like, yeah, it's like it's like active server pages, right? ASP, you ever do ASP? ASP.NET, right? There, let me see. ASP.NET is very similar to you can't even get to the code. Oh, here it is. Okay, so they have this other thing with the @ sign, but yeah, it's horrible. Don't do Microsoft stuff. So yeah, this is gonna, so I don't have to do anything special. Like now I can just do like, so this color thing for this stage. So like right now, this stage thing doesn't have the color, right? It looks boring and terrible. So I'm going to give it the color, right? So I'm going to say RGB is the stage color. And then that's going to be like the background color. It's going to be, actually it's going to be lighter. It's going to be 0.2. And then the color is going to be RGB stage color. Yeah. Right? Yeah, it's probably fun. There it is. Oh my gosh. I take back what I said. Oh, this needs to be outside of the string. That'd be nice if I knew what I was doing. Okay, outside, this is the string that I'm putting together. So color is just comma RGB, and this is the actual CSS that gets called. Okay. What did I do wrong? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. There we go. Jeez. All right. So now I get this color, and I don't have to like do any crazy stuff. I just like start doing things. Like I start string interpolation. If this were ERB, I'd have to do this. ERB, there it is, right there. I have to surround again. Actually, this is another string. This is going to be another string inside the ERB. Yeah, I don't, that's terrible. That's horrible. I like this. I actually really like this. I think it's super clean and nice. And why the Lucky Stiff was, he was ahead of the curve. Like, I can't believe he came out with this in like 2009. He thought of this thing. He was like, let's just write Ruby as HTML and it'll be good. This is actually better than the Janet stuff because it shows you those errors. My Janet stuff just like shuts down. Like, oh, you got something wrong. I'm not even gonna point you in the right direction. You're done. It's not gonna think. Anyway, speaking of Tailwind, okay. Speaking of Tailwind, this happened. All right, this happened. I did this, right, where I have my little Janet piece of garbage DW thing macro, which was inspired by the twin macro. So you get the styles and you like put all the things, and you can like scope it by page if you want optionally. And then you read a minified Tailwind file. It's pretty ghetto, there's no doubt, but Tailwind also knew they had this problem. Wait, why is this archived? This just came out. Oh, it's archived because they want it to be read-only? That's weird. That's so strange. I don't understand. So anyway, this Tailwind JIT thing, right? So there's an announcement video, which I think I will watch for 2 seconds, and then I'm not gonna be on here anymore.
Hey everyone, Adam Wather, the creator
look at the
of Tailwind
quality
CSS here, and
of
today I want to
this,
share with you a project we've been
wait,
working
Matt,
on
did you
for
see
the
this?
past
You
few
can stop me
weeks
if
that I
you've
think
already
you're
seen
going
this.
to be really excited about. So Tailwind has always been tiny in production, right? We use purge CSS to remove any unused styles, and in production, your builds usually end up being between like 5.
Oh, he has
and
music.
10 kilobytes, really, really small. But in development, your CSS files can actually get really big, especially if you're adding a lot of extra stuff to your config file. And of course, there's a limit to what the browser is actually ultimately willing to even handle. Like if you
What? Tailwind? New Lucky apps already use Tailwind JIT? That doesn't even make any sense. Let's see. How could that happen? How could that happen so quickly? Let's see. Oh, maybe there's like a better explanation. Oh, let's just watch the video. All right. So anyway, this is the guy, the Tailwind guy, and he's talking about stuff. He's like, "Oh man, look at all these variants and stuff." Blah blah blah. Let me skip to the good part. Lucky jumpstart. Bit of an exaggeration. Let's see. Tailwind. Better styling. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Let's see. I don't know. I have to look at the package thing. Oh, they got the Tailwind config. Oh yeah. I'm not. I think it's actually like a package. Oh my gosh, there it is. Oh my gosh, you're right. I can't believe that Lucky apps already have Tailwind JIT. They're on the bleeding edge. They're on the knife edge of the web development world. Look at that right there. Matt wasn't lying. It's right there. Tailwind JIT. Okay, so let's just watch it.
megabyte CSS file generated that we then have to go and purge.
Right.
It's just small from the beginning. Let's head over to our Tailwind config file. I'm going to comment out these 3 lines for a second so we can just watch the index.html file for changes, and I can show you exactly what's happening under the hood. Let's pull up our build.css file over here.
Oh, you know, this is a month old.
And pull up this index.
This just happened on Hacker News like a week, like 3 days ago.
And I'm just going to run npm run post CSS watch to start a watcher here. And you can see the whole thing boots up in about 540 milliseconds, compiles all the CSS. I have all of Tailwind's base styles disabled just so we can more easily see what's going on over here. But if I go ahead and run like text 4XL, hit save, okay, I've got a class.
Do you see that?
11 milliseconds.
Look at this.
Font bold, 4.84 milliseconds. BG red 500, 5 milliseconds.
So
you can see it's just generating all the classes we need as we need.
So my thing was pretty ghetto because I had a minified Tailwind CSS file that I parsed with a parsing expression grammar, but it's basically a regular expression with names. Like you can name the little parts of the regular expression. But yeah, like mine was super ghetto because I had to parse that whole minified CSS file. And his is super nice because I was like, why don't I just put this in like a SQLite database? And I was like, I should just do this, or I should just make it so that, wait, what's come on? What is that? Why didn't you just make a JIT for Tailwind? Yeah, I know what's wrong with me. Jeez. But yeah, this is really cool. Like what he's describing here
like hover
is
font
so
medium.
Yeah, and then he goes crazy because I was like, I hate
underline.
that
it
you can't
the
get
hover styles, it
he'll get
the
into it in a
queries.
second.
I can even do something like SM focus hover active font,
right?
bold.
He like chains all the.
And now we've generated a new class that contains all of the different variants all stacked on top of each other. This is something you couldn't even do in Tailwind before this because we were too concerned about file size. We couldn't
exactly. So yeah, he like chains all the variants together. But yeah, I was like, why don't I just put this in like a JSON file or something? So it's gonna be super quick just to parse. I don't need to parse the stupid minified Tailwind file and carry it around. Cause like I had 2 projects, right? I did my little like ghetto podcast thing for business. And then I had another thing, which was like the Tiny Mailer thing. No, that wasn't not Tiny Mailer. There was another thing before that. And I had 2 projects that I had Tailwind, and it was like 10 or 12 megs or something. It was something stupid. 12 megs of minified CSS that I committed to GitHub. I'll just show you. Well, no, it's fine. But I committed to GitHub, and like I had to parse it every time, which is fast. It was fast in Janet, but yeah, it's obviously not as nice as this, where you're like typing things and then the CSS file changes. Well, it did too, but yeah, that went on save, like it would make the CSS. But this is a lot nicer because I'm pretty sure that this Tailwind JIT package uh, has to have Tailwind in it, right? Like if I go to source lib, rewrite Tailwind. Oh, it actually creates the rules. Generate match permutations for a class candidate. Oh, this is even more genius than what I was thinking. I'm an idiot. This is perfect. You already know what Tailwind classes you need, right? So wait, how does it know what classes? Because it knows the Tailwind names to match? Wait, is there not a thing of Tailwind in here? Am I wrong in that? I thought for sure it'd have something. Let me see. Index. Post CSS plugin. Rewrite Tailwind imports. Evaluate Tailwind functions. That looks interesting. Let's look at that. No, that's expand Tailwind. Wait, where the heck is evaluate? Where is it? Tailwind CSS lib. Oh, Tailwind itself. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it has the Tailwind JavaScript library has Tailwind. Yes, it includes the CSS. Yeah, exactly. So like, but it has like the source CSS. So without all the stupid modifiers like repeated over and over again. So it's not like 12 megs. Yeah, I should have just done that. But yeah, I hate all this tooling. It sucks. Like I wish there was just like a compiled thing for all the different platforms, and like you could just run it like an executable instead of all this like node stuff. It's like all nodey. But that's just a personal preference. But yeah, no, this is really cool though.
Stacked combinations of things.
But
now, because things are generated on demand, you can just add whatever you want, and it'll just generate it as you need it.
Sure.
So not only does this have massive performance,
so the one thing that he goes into is this right here.
We've got this sort of cool background.
You can like make one-off,
and we need to kind of put this in a different place on mobile.
You can have like
so
one-off.
Here you see, once we get to like under a certain size. Too. See, it kind of jumps a little bit. It's subtle, but we had to put it in a slightly different place to get the design to sort of work. So the way that we do that in the code, have to do that. Because this is just like a really quirky background image that needs to be positioned in a hyper-specific way,
sure.
I'm using inline styles to just like translate it exactly the way that I need to. But because the translates that I'm doing are not sort of numbers that fall into Tailwind's kind of built-in design system, the only way for me to do this was to make two copies of the image, one that's shown on mobile screens and one that's shown on all other screens, and just add an inline style.
Yep.
And if you've worked with Tailwind enough over the years, you've probably had to sort of implement this pattern yourself too. And it can be kind of annoying because
I hope he's getting to it.
Adding this duplicate markups,
managing
things that are like
we all know the problems.
The same classes, and you know, you really just
he's a good salesperson.
JIT stuff to just use a single image tag.
Are we getting to it?
I'm going to take this first image. I'm just going to duplicate it. And then I'm going to comment out these other two, so we just kind of have them for reference. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a look at what we're actually doing here. So we're hiding it on small screens. Let's get rid of that. We want to show it on all screens.
Let's get to the good stuff.
Translate X.
Oh, right here. This is it.
Brackets.
Okay, so
in the square brackets, I'm just going to write negative 700 pixels.
And it creates...
What? What is he doing?
Oh my gosh,
and
he's
then
super
over
excited
here for
about
small screens,
but yeah, it basically creates a new style like in your version of Tailwind. So like not only do you have all the stuff from Tailwind, but now you have custom on-demand Tailwind classes that you can add on top of it. So like you almost don't even need to configure Tailwind anymore. Like had that Tailwind config. That's pretty lame. You don't need that. You can just start doing things and then it'll build the CSS. That's more like what I had in mind when Tailwind first started. I think that's what they had in mind too, but yeah, no, it's really cool for sure. It just sucks that it's built on Node. So yeah, back to my crappy thing. I think I started super early and I think I'm gonna call it. That's it. But yeah, this Ruby thing is cool. Like Roda is really cool. I'm glad I found this Silver Searcher because I think I'd be lost without it. Otherwise I'd be like, how do I find my functions? But yeah, this is cool. Like commenting things to find them versus like having to structure your application like Rails across multiple files for almost no reason. This makes sense. Like write your code to be performant and not like to be organized, I guess. Like organization should come from the tools, not from the file structure of your app, I don't think, personally. That's just my opinion. But yeah, so this is really cool. I think I'm gonna open source this thing, and yeah, this is pretty cool. I have a better idea for its CRM. Maybe I'll just make CRMs now. Maybe I'll just always make CRMs on the stream. It's just gonna be CRM stream, and that's all. It's just gonna be the most boring things you can imagine. That's what I'm gonna be making. But yeah, all this stuff works. It all works. I got it working probably 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours total. Medium CRM. Dude, Matt, you don't miss a beat, It's like, dang. Look, when you stream, I'm going to heckle you, all right? I'm going to be in there just heckling, right? Just always just doing things, all right? Yeah. But yeah, that's it for the stream. I think I might try a YouTube video. I'm not sure because my internet just sucks. But yeah, next time. So this is a tiny CRM, medium CRM, large CRM, extra large CRM one day, and then one day you'll get to extra large, which is Salesforce. That's Salesforce level right there. But yeah, that's it for the stream. I will see. I don't know if I'll be back on Tuesday. I'm going to see some stuff. I'm gonna go take a trip. So that's gonna be cool. But yeah, Thursday, maybe not Thursday. I'm not sure. But yeah, maybe we'll see. One day, Salesforce. All right, that's it. I'll be back either next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, or yeah, next Tuesday probably, or Thursday. I'm not sure. All right, see you later. Oh, hour in a stream. I only just now figured out what you meant by CRM. Yep, that's how it goes. Oh man, my internet just totally took a dump. All right, see ya.